The year 2022 had more than enough drama and surprises for UFC fans. Champions were dethroned, dream fights took place, and new records were set. There were simply no dull moments in the promotion. In today's video, we'll be checking out 7 of the craziest UFC moments of 2022. Ensure you watch till the end to get all the juicy details. As we all know, MMA is a highly unpredictable sport where being the fan favorite does not guarantee anything. We saw many championship belts change ownership across different divisions in 2022. However, one fighter in person of Alexander Volkanovski managed to stand out. Volkanovski successfully defended his featherweight championship belt throughout the year. The featherweight king refused to join his peers in the clique of former champions. The Australian fighter started 2022 by knocking out Kang Sung-jung in the 4th round. Alexander Volkanovski dominated the Korean zombie at the UFC 273 main event. The feather champ stopped Jung with strikes at 45 seconds of round 4 to retain his featherweight title. The bout took place at Vista Veterans Memorial Arena in Jacksonville, Florida. Volkanovski's leg kicks were strong and continually threw Jung off balance. His boxing rocked Jung multiple times in the opening 3 rounds. The damage continued till round 4. Volkanovski also went on to end his rivalry with Max Holloway by using his speed and accuracy to defeat the featherweight. Having defeated all the top contenders, Volkanovski is set to compete in the lightweight division. The featherweight champ aims to join the league of 2 division champions. Will Volkanovski be able to defeat the new lightweight king Islam Makhachev? Will we get to find out in 2023? If you're enjoying this content and want to see more videos like this, drop a comment and subscribe to our channel to never miss out on any of our upcoming videos. Meanwhile, Alex Volkanovski has started preparing for the biggest fight of his career. If Volkanovski is able to defeat Makhachev, he'll become the 9th fighter to be champion across multiple weight classes. The 34-year-old has started bulking up to make him fit for the fight, which is scheduled to take place in February. Volkanovski's speed was a constant factor. He landed more significant strikes, 199 to 127, outstriking Holloway every single round. Holloway simply couldn't catch a break, even when Volkanovski suffered a broken bone in his left hand. Another matchup that shook the world in 2022 came from the light heavyweight division, and it was between Glover Teixeira and Jiri Prochazka in UFC 275. The then 29-year-old and the 42-year-old veteran gave the fans some crazy and exciting moments. Glover was defending his title against Jiri Prochazka, who was riding on a 12-fight win streak and had a record of 2-0 in the UFC. Teixeira entered the bout as a plus 162 underdog, while Prochazka was a negative 188 favorite. The Brazilian pulled off the impossible in the octagon by going at the same pace as Prochazka. The younger fighter later had the upper hand as he defeated Teixeira to become the new champion. The fight between Leon Edwards and Kamaru Usman at UFC 278 also makes it on the list as one of the craziest moments. The knockout and upset from this fight was the climax of 2022. This shot has been long desired by Edwards, so getting the matchup was a dream come true for him. The pair always had a history of a long-time rivalry. The feud between the pair can be traced back to 2015 when Edwards lost to Usman. At UFC 278, Edwards delivered a kick and followed it up with a takedown attempt. Edwards changed the narrative by dethroning Usman. After this bout, Edwards went on to establish himself in the promotion as a dreaded fighter with a 10-fight win streak and 1 no contest. Usman also built his career to the point of becoming the pound-for-pound king. Usman dominated the rematch at UFC 278 by taking down Edwards 5 times and outlanding him 83 to 55. The fight seemed to be going in Usman's favor until Edwards saw an opening and grabbed it. Edwards landed a big straight kick to Usman's head. The devastating kick sent fans into a frenzy. It was the first time Usman would be losing a fight since 2013.
Off from which he is cut.
Just the same way Edwards gave us the most crazy knockout of the year, Islam Makhachev also spiced up 2022 with an outstanding submission victory over Charles Oliveira at UFC 280. Makhachev became the new lightweight champion after he dethroned Oliveira at Etihad Arena in Abu Dhabi. Going into the fight, Makhachev was clearly the favourite. The new 155-pound king was also the first to attack in round 1. A big left hand from Makhachev put Oliveira on his back. They both reset and clinched. Oliveira pulled guard and shot for a triangle. Makhachev snuck out and they rose back to their feet. Once on their feet again, Makhachev hip-tossed Oliveira to the canvas right in front of his corner. The round ended with Makhachev on top of Oliveira, who was bloodied.
Lands an up kick.
He's down.
In the second round, Makhachev dropped Oliveira with a punch, hopped into mount and squeezed. An arm triangle choke resulted in a quick tap and a new champion.
He's got the arm triangle. Oh, this is taps.
We cannot successfully talk about 2022 without mentioning UFC 281. The event was a complete package on its own. It featured title changes, 11 fights ending in a finish, and all 5 main card fights. Fans were very excited to finally see Israel Adesanya and Alex Pereira settle their differences in the octagon. The pair had previously fought twice in kickboxing and had a record of 2-0. Pereira shocked the world by taking down Adesanya to become the UFC middleweight champion.
Goes the champion! Pineda trying to close the show!
The event also featured an all-out war between Dustin Poirier and Michael Chandler served under that fight. The two UFC giants went back and forth for 3 rounds. Dustin the Diamond Poirier defeated Michael Iron Chandler via submission with a rear naked choke. This victory made Poirier the 6th fighter in UFC history to win at least 21 fights, tied with Charles Oliveira for 5th all time. Chandler controlled the opening moments of the fight. Round 2 was not any different, as Poirier manhandled Chandler further on the ground before he was finally saved by the bell. Chandler went on to lift Poirier up in the air, but before he could throw him onto the mat, the Diamond held onto his opponent from behind and made him tap with a rear naked choke.
Ahora sí, es crossface, pero profundo, eh.
Ahora sí es profundo, esto se va a terminar, no más, boleto grande.
Besides these fights, there were also 7 first-round finishes, a joint UFC record. That included the end of Frankie Edgar's UFC career and multiple new contenders joining the rankings. Do you think we missed any crazy moments of 2022? Let us know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.